Okemah, Oklahoma, population 3,000, in the heart of America's Bible Belt, the unlikely birthplace of one of the country's most radical figures, Woody Guthrie. This is all that remains of his childhood home. The town's done little to celebrate its most famous son. Indeed, many still brand him as a communist troublemaker.
Woody's been dead 31 years, and for the longest time, the only thing in this town that gave him any kind of recognition was a pair of 3 water towers over on the side of town that said, one said hot water, one said cold, and the other said home of Woody Guthrie. For the longest time, that was the only way you would ever know that this is where Woody was from.
But on what would have been Woody Guthrie's 86th birthday, maybe that's about to change.
Please welcome from London, England, Billy Bragg.
Sometimes I think I'm gonna lose my mind, but it don't look like I ever do.
3 years ago, Billy Bragg was invited by Woody Guthrie's daughter to put music to some of her father's lyrics.
It turns out it wasn't the few last tiny little scraps of a legacy. It was this huge archive of over 2,500 lyrics. The whole point is that you know, the Woody Guthrie we know is only based on 5% of the songs he wrote. The other 95% have a much broader base and writes about different things. He writes more love songs. It's not all political. The politics becomes much more modern. He writes about gender politics and stuff like that. And it was these songs that sort of leapt out to me.
Billy Bragg collaborated with the American band Wilco in recording Mermaid Avenue. But tonight at the Crystal Theatre, he's a solo troubadour with his own definition of Guthrie's legacy.
The lyrics I sing to you tonight, I've added nothing to. They're all Woody's words, so if anything sounds strange, or offensive, or fabulous, that sums Woody Guthrie up, I think, in 3 words. I think that will be...
Billy Bragg's mission is to show Woody Guthrie as much more than a political outlaw.
I just want him to understand that Woody Guthrie was a complete human being that loved and wandered and had very sad days and days of great joy. And to reduce him merely to some communist is to you know, doing an Oklahoma a complete disservice.
This old mountain, it's been waiting all its life for you to work it, for your hand to touch its hard rock. In Great Bergman, in Great Bergman. That's what he wrote. It may have been Camelot for Jack and Jacqueline, but on the Che Guevara highway, filling up with gasoline.
But politics are never far away for Billy Bragg. He was one of England's angry young men of the 80s, and he and Guthrie are joined by the umbilical cord of the protest song.
It's against the law to walk, it's against the law to talk, it's against the law to loaf, it's against the law to work, it's against...
But perhaps fatherhood and a growing appreciation for folk music have mellowed him.
But tonight is not really about the politics of the world. It's about the politics of someone who was born in this town on this day, 86 years ago, and what he means to the rest of us in the world. And that Woody went out into the world and he connected with us, and now we're bringing him back to Okemah, and we're trying to connect him back with the people in Okemah again.
It's against the law to eat, it's against the law to drink, it's against the law to worry, it's against the law to think, it's against the law to marry or try to settle down, it's against the law to ramble like a bum from town to town. Everything's against the law. I'm a low-paid daddy singing the high-price blues.
Mermaid Avenue, Billy Bragg puts flesh on the lyrics of Woody Guthrie with a musical handshake across the 20th century. Now it's back to 1998 with a vengeance. It's time to catch up with today's music news. Here's the beat.